Welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen. Today we're going to do a purple cut crease, a few different colors of purple. We're gonna glow. We're gonna put a lot of highlighter on. If you want to see this look and how I do it, keep watching. Hello. I'm gonna pin my hair back to keep it out of my face. Took a shower, my hair is wet. I've already washed my face, moisturized, done my toner. So let's get into some primer. Just gonna smear it around. I don't mind this, the e.l.f. Prep and Blur Stick. I said in a previous video, but you know, I'll tell you guys again. I didn't like the way the stick actually pulls, kind of like pulls my skin. I don't know, I just didn't feel like it went on as smooth. It's not terrible, but I took a chunk of it and I mashed it down in here so that I could put it on with my hand. We are primed. Time for eyebrows. Doing those off camera. Be right back. Brows on. If you think that they look like trash right now, you're right. I don't do my brows all in one step. I'm not done with my brows until I have a full face on, and then I go back in and fix them more. That's just what I do. I use my NYX Micro Brow and my Anastasia Dip Brow. These are what I always use. I would use the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, but I don't have it right now, and the NYX is really good. Now I'm going to cut in my brows. Now I'm going to blend it out with my Wet Beauty sponge. Just a little bit because foundation's not on yet. Y'all, I'm super excited. I ordered the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in 2 different colors because I keep hearing so much about it. And I'm really ready for it to come in the mail. We are going to do foundation. I'm using Born This Way in light beige. I have myself a fresh little beauty sponge over here. I got this in a big pack at Walmart at the register, and it came with like all of these tiny ones too, different, knocking shit over left and right, different colors. I don't use these, but I do have a makeup booth this weekend at a benefit fundraiser, whatever you want to call it. And I'll be doing other people's makeup, so I'm going to use that for them. These little eggs can be expensive, so I can't have 20 different little eggs laying around. Those will work really good. I'm running my mouth a lot, so let's get to foundation. I'm a full coverage type of girl. I use 2 pumps on here. And just tap, 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 tap. I love to do the like side-by-side comparison because it shows you if you have good foundation or not. You know, you can see the side with foundation and then the side without. This stuff is good. Is it my favorite of all time? No. But did I spend a lot of money on it and I'm going to use it until it's probably gone? Yes. Drop my sponge. Okay, you guys are here to see the eyeshadow looks. Probably why you clicked on this. We're going to do that crazy purple. So I'm going to finish up just my base and my face off camera, and I'll be right back. Woo! Okay, my face is on. I did primer, foundation, concealer. I've got my setting powder on, lots of other powders. Did my bronzer. Currently baking so that I can catch any fallout from the eyeshadow look that we're going to do. So we'll just bake while I do eyeshadow. I have not done my blush or highlight yet. I will do that after the eyeshadow. So let's get started on some eyeshadow. Listen, we're going to use this. I know that there's all kinds of drama going on with James Charles right now, but this fucking palette is bomb. It just is. I mean, look at it. Okay, I think one of those is broke and it just, yep, yeah. The red in that palette was broke and I dumped it everywhere. Can we blame James Charles for that? Like, that's kind of like a thing that everybody's doing right now, right? Back to what we're doing. Gonna use some eye primer and Luscious Angel Eyes in the color Nude. Eye primer is so important when you're doing anything bright, you know, anything you want to stick really, really good. I like to go in with my finger. A tiny bit goes a long way with this stuff. This will do both of my eyes. Just gonna dot over here and blend. Why do I have my mouth open when I do everything? My whole makeup videos are like, that's what I look like. To be precise with the eyeshadow primer, obviously you're going over it. This is got a real sticky feel to it, which I love because the eyeshadow is just gonna stick right on in now. Purples. First we need to lay down our base using this Glamour Dolls fluffy brush. I love this just to do like a, fuck, I lost my words, I can't speak. Transition shades. Got it, I can talk again. I'm gonna go in with this color. Motherfucker, I just dumped that eyeshadow all over again. Anyway, this palette came with the shade names like on top of it on a piece of plastic. I don't know what happened to that, so you don't get shade names. But hopefully you saw which one I was going in for. I can't really turn this palette so you can see it because the red is broken. And it was when I bought it. When I got it out of the box from Ulta, it was already shattered. Tap that off. Go right in the crease. I know you're thinking, oh, I thought we were doing purple. We are going to do purple. But transition shades are life. Right in the crease of your eye. Just right on in there. Now we are going to pack in our darkest purple onto our eyes. I'm going to use the Anastasia brush. It comes in the palettes. I like this end. One end is a pretty good blending brush. This end is like a fat packing brush. Flat, not fat. I'm fat, not Anastasia. We're going to take this darkest purple, right, Cha? We are going to pack it on here. Start at the corner. And just tap it on. Really good. Just tap it right in there. Do not worry about blending this out right now. We need it packed in first. I blend last. I'm not sure how you would do it, but this is how I do it. Just get the color really good and deposited. I'm just doing half the eye out to the corner, a little rounded right here, and then little in the crease. Back. I want to make sure I have a lot in there. Now we're going to take a blending brush. I don't want one as big as what I did for the transition color because that's a little bit too large. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to use the other end of this Anastasia brush. It's fluffy and we'll see how it blends. I haven't really used it. So you're going to go right in the top, right on the line of that color and kind of do little soft circular motions to blend this out. out the top over here. I'm gonna go in with another purple and just a little bit maybe in the crease. A little bit of a lighter shade. We're gonna use this one right here. I hope you can see that. Right on top of what we just blended out, and blend it in as I go. I am using a different brush. It's glittery. I don't know. Obviously, I'm really bad at knowing what brushes I have because they're all knockoff brushes and they're no brand. They are no brand. So as we're putting this color on, we're blending it at the same time. We're just kind of circling it on there. A little bit of back and forth. Just be really light-handed with it. If you're really heavy-handed with that and you're like grinding your brush in there, you're gonna take the color off. So that's good and blended out. We are gonna do a cut crease and then throw some glitter in there, right? I need to wash my brushes and maybe organize them. I don't know. I like to do my cut crease with my Shape Tape. You can use any kind of base. You can use your eye primer, but I like the Shape Tape for a cut crease. Putting a little on my hand. Everything goes on your hand. So we're gonna start at the corner. We're gonna go up and we're gonna do a half cut crease and then kind of fill it in. And in the middle, just kind of tap, because we're going to end up blending these two together. And I have a little tiny mistake up here, if you can see this little dot. I fixed that tiny mistake off camera because I don't want to waste your time and your life and all that good stuff. I'm going to go back in. I wonder what this says. All my brushes are like, everything is smeared off of them. So I never know what they are. We're going to go on top of that concealer we just did and use this super glittery purple right here. It's going to stick really good because you have a base to stick it to. And also I'm going to wet my brush with setting spray, just as a little extra measure, and pack that on there and tap it. This brush is not working to pick that color up. We're going to try, so we're going to use a Luxie 239 and see if we can get that packed in there. Oh, that's so much better. That is definitely working. My tongue's been out the whole time, hasn't it? I'm trying, guys. I'm not trying to look like Shrek while I do my makeup, but it happens. Now that we've got that color packed in there, we have a big, giant line right there that we want to blend out. I'm going to go back in with that Anastasia brush, the fluffy end, and we're going to pick up a little bit of that darker purple that we had used in the very beginning, and we're going to go just like back and forth with it right on that line really softly. That way, there's no more line. Next, we're going to do the underneath. But before we do that, we need to get all the setting powder off. No more bake. I think it baked into my face so much that like, there's nothing to even brush off anymore. On the underneath, we're going to flip that Anastasia brush again, that little packing part. We are going to take a different purple. So it's almost kind of pinky right here. Slap that in there. So we're going to tap it, just the tip of it, and we're going to get under that lash line. Oh yeah, that's pretty. We're going to take a little bit of that glittery purple that we did, just a little, and put it under there also. For a little pop. I'm going to do the other eye really quick, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Next steps, we are going to brighten up those inner corners. I'm going to take the white in this palette, and I'm going to take a little pencil brush, a little glittery pencil brush, and I'm going to get my setting spray on it and wet it. Whites definitely stick better if the brush is damp. You can use water. I just use setting spray because it's right here. We're going to just get that in the corners where our tear ducts are. This white does not pop like I hoped it would. It's kind of faint. I have a Jeffree Star palette that just has the most blinding, beautiful white in it. And it's the Blue Blood palette, and it is the color, I can't read it, Cullinan? I don't know, but it's fucking beautiful. Let's do this. There we go. See, that shows up. Jeffree Star never lets me down. Jeffree Star is queen. And just kind of blend it in just lightly in the corners. And you can pull it down a little bit right here. Just a tiny bit in the lower lash line. With a clean brush, I'm just going to clean this off real quick. And blend that white into the pinky color that we had. See, I should have left my bake on because that white got under my eyes. So just take a brush and wipe it off. So for eyeliner, we're going to use a white liner on the under eye. For one, it matches better. Two, it really brightens up under your eye instead of using black and making everything just like right there. So we're going to use white, and this is Wet n Wild. I'm loving some Wet n Wild right now. 8262 to my Yang. Which, I don't know, but it's white eyeliner by Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild's been just like killing it. So we're going to put this down in our waterline. There I go again with that tongue. I'm trying to not stick out my tongue. So we've got that on our lower waterline. We are going to do our upper lash line up underneath with the Kat Von D Cake Pencil Black. I'm obsessed with this. It's super easy. We don't want to touch. I'm just going to kind of look down and try and get it without touching anything. And you can actually do that with this pencil because it's that, like, it goes on that well. Okay, we have our waterline done. Let's do liquid eyeliner. I can't do anything without Diet Coke or Coke Zero. I'm obsessed. Probably the most dehydrated person on the planet, which is terrible for your skin. I'd probably be like a whole lot prettier if I drank water, but I don't. So this is the Zero Sugar Cherry Coke. Oh. Sponsor me, Coca-Cola. Let's do our liquid eyeliner. So I'm using freaking Kat Von D tattoo liner. I'm telling you, dude, the hype is for a reason. I didn't want to get it at first, so I went and got the Fenty Because I'm Black liquid liner because, I don't know, I really like Fenty. The Fenty liquid liner, it's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's got a pretty sharp tip, but it's not tattoo liner. I can't explain why. It's just not. When I do my liner, I draw a line from the corner right here up a little sideways, and that way it's connected to your eye. I don't want to get too close down here so you guys can't see me. So start with that line, and then I take it and I connect it. And then I fill it in. right, we've got our cat eyes. It took me 34 years of my life to get this right. Liquid liner has always been such a big, fat, stupid struggle for me. Let's get some mascara on. Benefit Roller Lash. Love this stuff. I love it. I just do. Just do. Ooh. Now highlighter, which I'm really excited about. First, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Diamond Highlighter. Isn't it pretty? I'm not going to lie. It's not as great as I really wanted it to be. Oh, and I'm going to go in. This is like a flat. I think it's maybe for foundation. I don't know. I like to use it for highlighter sometimes because it's flat and I can just kind of. So we're going to go into this highlighter. Go right here. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not like everything. Get the other side. You know, it's hard doing these videos, watching myself, because I mean, it's really easy to be your biggest critic. You're gonna hate yourself more than anybody else does, you know? We're gonna go on top of that, make our highlighter pop a little bit more. I am going to use this Luxie 524T. I like it for highlighter. Also, that brush and this one are the only ones that I use for highlighter. We are gonna go in with NYX Sparkle Town and Pop and Rock. It's got a purple undertone. It's really pretty. So, oh yeah. That just made that pop out. Beautiful. Holy crap. Glow. Glow. I might have put a little bit too much highlighter, but you know, can you ever really have too much highlighter? I'm gonna go back in a little bit and like tone this down. There's a word for that when you're toning things down, and I forget what it's called. If you know what it is, put that in the comments. We're gonna go over that lightly with a little bit of powder and just tone it down just a little bit. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is go back in now and fix my eyebrow. I told you guys that I do that almost last, not completely last, but almost last. Honestly, that's just how it works out for me. Sometimes you get comfortable doing things a certain way, and that's just what happens. Where's my liner? So I just go in and I do little strokes to make little hairs, and then I go back in and just kind of fix up anything. We're good on our brows. Oh, well, you know, I'm gonna go in, and this is good sometimes. It's a lash, or, ooh, it's an eyebrow gel, and it's clear. The reason I use clear is so it's not like super dark, but sometimes you get a lot of powder and stuff in your brows when you're doing your makeup, and this just kind of goes through them, gets out any powder, any product, and it really locks everything in place. And this is Cella eyebrow defining gel in clear. And now we do our lips. Look, if you're doing like a really bright eye like this, keep the lips toned down. Try and get like a nude. I'm gonna go in with e.l.f. Liquid Matte in Prairie. I've worn this once at a wedding and it was pretty. I'm not gonna line. I don't line all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's a really pretty nude for my skin tone anyway. It may be too dark if you have really, you know, really light skin. Oh. And I love the doe foot on this because it's really pointy at the end, so you can kind of like use it like liner, you know? And fucking bitch. If you want to overline your lips, overline your fucking lips. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do that. Lips are on. Time for lashes. I'm gonna pop my lashes on off camera. We're gonna do our dull wispies. And this is, you know, it's a process. I'm gonna pop these on real quick and I'll be right back. The lashes are on. I just realized I forgot to curl my eyelashes. These lashes would probably look a lot better if mine were curled, but we're good. I mean, they're on pretty well. I might need to trim this one a bit, but we're on. And last but not least, hit that face with the Morphe spray. You're just all looking over. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. So I'm gonna fix my hair and we're going to be finished. Hair is done, clothes are on. You know what I decided? I want to pop a little lip gloss on top of this. I don't want it to be too matte. So we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. It's a gloss, but it also plumps your lips. Show you that real quick. Hello, it's pretty. And we are done, guys. If you want to see more looks, let me know in the comment section. Like, what do you want me to do next? What kind of style? What kind of eyeshadow? Like, what can we do? I'm down for anything. Like, I want to play around. I love challenges. I think it's fun. Like, again, this is fun. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. Like, it's just something I love to do. Thanks for watching. So subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I upload and like it. Leave me comments, like whatever. Let's talk about it.